Gen Con 2025, Day 3, rocks on. I'm actually stopping by the Mythworks booth for the first time, which is cool because I know you've got loads and loads of stuff here. Sadly enough, it's a pretty tight squeeze, a lot of folks in here, so we can't get a camera in. So I'm talking with Ric Heise. You are one of the movers and shakers with Mythworks. So let's talk about some of the things that you've got, because you have a surprising number of various different properties out there for a company that hasn't been around a long time. So should we start off with the Wild Sea?
I mean, yeah, starting at the Wild Sea is a great place to start. Mostly because, Mythworks, we started as a comics company, and we grew to offer tabletop role-playing games. And the Wild Sea is actually the first game that we offered. Right. It is the first game that we decided we knew that we needed to have it and offer it. It is a marvelous game, narratively focused, D6 based. The verdancy happened some centuries ago, a burst of growth and arbor which swallowed the world, ate the oceans, and drank the salt within. Wild sailors thus now sail chain prow ships on an ocean of trees. I am lucky enough to be a contributing writer and designer of the Wild Sea. I wrote The Steep, A Handful of Hazards, and the Unsetting Questions rules would not exist without me. I absolutely love the Wild Sea because it's emblematic of the kind of space that we wanted to create for all of our games. Everything we do is narratively focused. In the Wild Sea especially, where because of the twist mechanic, where if you roll doubles, you can establish things that are true and real about the world. Everyone has that hand on the creativity because we're all telling one shared story together. And it's emblematic of what Mythworks as a whole tries to do, where we are trying to really bring people together and gather people together around art that is incredible and marvelous. And speaking of that, actually, this year at Gen Con, one of the things that we're very proud of is The Last Caravan.
Right.
The Last
I
Caravan.
shared news about that when it was kickstarting and then when it actually came out.
Thank you. Yeah, the Last Caravan this year was nominated for 2 Ennies, for Best Game and for Product of the Year. And we were shocked and touched because we didn't nominate it for these things. We were surprised, especially given the caliber of the games also considered. You know, the Triangle Agency, Yazeba's, Bastionland, the One Ring, all these incredible games that have so much zip and wow appeal. And The Last Caravan is a marvelous game itself, but it's not, chainsaw ships and teenagers on hoverboards like Slug Blaster. It is marvelous and wonderful. It has so much heart, and I was asked why I thought it was nominated for both of these things. And what really sat in my mind, because I don't know why it's nominated, because we didn't do it, but what sat in my mind is that The Last Caravan, fundamentally, is a story about coming together with your family in a world that has ended around you. Because in The Last Caravan, humans and aliens both lost the Great War, and you are on a road trip with your family to somewhere better, somewhere more, somewhere with a purpose and hope. And traveling with your family while everything is crumbled around you and holding on to one another and the bonds that you have might really resonate with a lot of people. And getting to speak with one of the judges, that is one of the things that put it in that space. That heart, that feel, that connection, that magic that is so real and people so need right now. That reminder that community is real and exists around you when you build it. And that's what Mythworks is all about.
And then, of course, we also have CBR+PNK. Gosh, I wonder what genre that is.
Thankfully, I can say that the genre of it is cyberpunk. CBR+PNK is a marvelous game. It is made by Emmanuel Mello, a brilliant polymath. He did the writing, he did the game design, he did the layout, he did most of the art for the pamphlets, he designed the packaging. It is genius, it is brilliant. It is a Forged in the Dark styled game, pared down to just what you need. The character sheets are all dry erase because it's focused on one-shot play. The character sheets also have 100% of the player-facing rules on them, so if you hand that to a stranger, they know right away what to go. It helps if they're familiar with games, and 100% of the GM-facing rules are in a different pamphlet. So really, that's the game there. The box comes with some additional pamphlets that give you some scenarios, like maybe you want a session on a running subway car with diegetic station announcements, or maybe a legally distinct predator, or maybe you just want rules for adding magic and fantasy to your cyberpunk game, or you just need some names, faces, and places out of a megacity. An expansion has already been funded for it that adds 18 pamphlets.
I was going to say, I shared the Kickstarter news with our audience.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very excited for Overload when that's available. And I can give you the sneak preview about Emmanuel's next game when he's done with Overload.
Okay.
It's Onigami, feudal Japan fighting demons who are trying to ruin all of that which is around. And the special edition, if we can make it happen the right way, will come in a ninja scroll.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you. I mean, we at Mythworks are always pushing innovation and design.
And then you also have, I don't know if it's a Gen Con premiere or if it's just pretty recent. Don't you have a deluxe edition of Slug Blaster?
Yes, it is a Gen Con premiere of the second printing of the remastered Game of the Year edition of Slug Blaster. It finally landed and we have it available once more. The pizza box acting as carrying case for the book. Also, vinyl art of some of the pages inside. Reflective, fancy, wonderful stickers. Pin a patch that shows you are not a poser because the slam patch only goes gray once it saved you from a big hit. Check page 71, you'll see I know what I'm talking about on that. Mikey put it in there as a joke saying maybe 5 people will get it. And I said, no, Mikey, no, you're a genius and it's hilarious. Everyone should know. But really, the thing I love most about it is that all of that pulls out of the box and it becomes a GM screen that you can prop up with a surprise party in the back if you want to roll, because sometimes surprise parties just happen. And because, once again, Mythworks is all about finding ways to catalyze community and bring people together in creativity, games, joy, and wonder.
Any final thoughts you want to share with the audience, Rick, about Mythworks?
Thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk about something I love so much and has been so instrumental in my life. It feels surreal to me that I get to be here speaking with you about this joy, getting to talk with people about make-em-ups. And I once was just a kid sitting there looking at these books my dad owned, and now here I am. There is hope for all of us, and we can find it together.
Fantastic. Rick, thank you very much for taking some time out. Like I said, we're kind of squeezed in. All these people are looking at product.
It's marvelous. We're trying to get a bigger booth next year, but you know what? If we don't, that just brings us all closer together. And as we've said before, that's what Mythworks is all about.
Enjoy the show.